We're ready for the next part of our journey into Buxton, a lost utopia. Our focus, as always, is how was Buxton a unique community? In this part of the lessons, we're going to focus on the Monroe Mercantile. Monroe Mercantile was the Consolidation Coal Company's company store. It had a wide variety of products and was reported by some to have had fair prices and by others to have been higher priced. The original Monroe Mercantile building was destroyed by a fire on February 21st, 1911. By March 21st, 1911, only 1 month later, the construction of the new company store was underway, and they held the grand opening of the second building, which also housed Buxton Savings Bank, 6 months later. The second store was much larger than the first and was organized by department. People could buy many things there: groceries, hats, tailored clothing, carpets, musical instruments, tools, and more. If a desired item was not on hand, the store could order nearly anything, from automobiles to the latest fashions. The store even had a full mortuary service. Monroe Mercantile was so busy they had to organize an ordering system in which people from certain areas of town were only allowed to place their orders on certain days of the month. In your student materials, you'll notice there are 3 pictures in this section. We're going to focus only on the first 2 today for this part of the lesson. This photograph is of the building's reopening. Remember, we said the original building was destroyed by a fire. As you can see, this building is rather large, especially for a store back then. It goes all the way back here. You're going to want to look closely at this photo. Think about how you might describe the buildings. Do they look modern? Do they look clean? What are they made out of? Metal? Wood? Bricks? Concrete? Let's look at what is happening in front of the Monroe Mercantile Company. I see many people gathered together. If we read our caption, which we know readers do, it says Monroe Mercantile was the Consolidation Coal Company's company store. The original Monroe Mercantile building was destroyed by fire on February 21st, 1911. This photograph is of the building's reopening. When I see the word reopening, I remember that re means again. So this means they're opening again. So what exactly is happening in this picture? Are they gathering for the first day in the new store? Are they excited to run in and buy some new things? I even see what maybe could be someone holding an instrument. Did they hire people to play music as the customers entered the new store? What other details do you notice in this photo? Use your investigating eyes and see what you can find. Pause the video if you would like a closer look. Or remember, you can go into your student materials and look closely too. Let's also look at our second picture. This photo is from inside the mercantile. So this might have been part of what you would see when you entered the doors. I see some labels on this picture. It's a nice text feature. Okay, maybe house department possibly, or hardware department. So that would be tools and things like that. Groceries. So those would be your foods. This almost looks like it says candy, possibly. I bet kids liked that part of the store. Back when stores looked like this in 1911, there were store clerks that stood behind the counters, and they used to go and retrieve items on the shelves for customers. So all these shelves back here behind them would have the things that you would want, and you would tell the person what you would want from those shelves. So you would not go around grabbing the items by yourself. Today, we go into Walmart, we get our own cart, and we go through the aisles and we put what we want into the cart. That is not how this worked. You would walk up to the person there and maybe tell them, I would like 2 pounds of flour and 1 pound of sugar. And they would go and get that for you. You just had to wait. So if we look at some of the items in this picture, and I know that it is a little blurry, we want to think about how this shop impacted the community of Buxton. So what difference did this store make in this community? How did it help the community? How did it help the community be successful? What kind of people do you think shopped here? Over here, it's hard to tell what we're looking at exactly, but it kind of looks like maybe some jewelry boxes or different things like that. And back here, it looks like lots of canned goods. So why would it be important for a store like this to exist in the town of Buxton? Again, feel free to pause here and look at this picture a little bit more, or go to your own student materials so you can look closely at the photo. Remember to think carefully about your observations and use your observations to answer the questions on the Google Doc on your assignment slide. The questions in that document are the same things we just discussed in this video. In our next lesson, we'll review a bit about what we can learn from these two pictures, and then we'll look at the third picture and talk about the impact that that photo had on Buxton at the time.